The most shocking civilian terror strike that's happened today in Jammu and Kashmir leaves us stunned. A bloodbath in Kashmir's paradise in what appears to be a premeditated attack clearly designed to target non-Muslim tourists. 20 visitors were gunned down at the Pahalgam hill resort. 2 of the injured are currently critical. The numbers could go up. In fact, we hear unofficial reports suggest 28 of them have died. We're waiting for official confirmation. One of them could be 43-year-old Manjunath from Shimoga, Karnataka. In fact, he's a real estate entrepreneur. Manjunath, if I could play out his image there, Manjunath hails from Karnataka. In fact, he and his family were on vacation to Kashmir just 4 days ago, and now it appears that his family has lost him. If we could play the image of Manjunath from Karnataka, please. In fact, the attack that had taken place today at Baisaran, a scenic car-free meadow, that entire area is accessible only by foot or on ponies. In fact, a favorite tourist spot, especially during springtime. What unfolded there today was sheer horror, though. Witnesses say the terrorists asked for identities before opening fire. One woman, inconsolable, says her husband was shot point blank after revealing that he was Hindu. According to sources, 7 heavily armed terrorists opened fire from close range, spraying bullets on the group of tourists, including people from Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Gujarat and Maharashtra. Bodies were seen scattered across the meadows. In fact, I'm going to take you through an image here. One image where a lady is seen seated with her husband. We hear the husband has passed away. She was on a honeymoon. This is a lady who was on honeymoon with her husband. Her screams unanswered, her world entirely shattered. Helicopters were pressed in for emergency evacuations. Locals carried the wounded down the hill. In fact, many of them were rescued by the locals as well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called the attack a heinous act, vowing those behind it will not be spared. The evil agenda of terrorists, he says, will never succeed. You also had Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who's condemned the massacre, calling it dastardly attack. He's currently en route to Srinagar for an urgent security meeting. Says those responsible will face the harshest consequences. Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has called it the worst civilian attack in years. These terrorists are not humans, he says. He calls them animals. He says this is much larger than anything that we've seen before. Now, from Srinagar, tourists are no longer being allowed towards Pahalgam. That's the security measure that's been taken. The entire area has been cordoned off. If I could take you through some security visuals there. This is coming right from early today. Entire area has now been sealed. An anti-terror operation that's currently underway. The question, of course, now is much deeper and much darker. What really drives such hate? Is this just about land or is this about religion? Which faith commands its followers to shoot innocents after asking their religion? Where are these jihadis really getting their funding from? They're so emboldened. Where do they get their money from? Who's radicalizing them to this level of depravity? Of course, this wasn't just a terror strike. It was a message, a clear message soaked in blood that Hindus or anyone seen as outsiders are not safe in this part of the valley. It was a clear message sent out. And unless the roots of this radicalism are crushed, Kashmir's peace will remain a myth.
देखिए, बदकिस्मती है कि ये अटैक नहीं होना चाहिए था और अटैक जो हुआ है इसको हम स्ट्रांगली कंडेम्ड करते हैं और वो लोग जो लोग ये सोचते हैं कि हम जम्मू कश्मीर को इन छोटी छोटी हरकतों से या अपने टूरिस्ट के ऊपर अटैक करने से हम जम्मू कश्मीर की इकानमी को कहीं ना कहीं डगमगाने की कोशिश करेंगे तो वो कभी कामयाब नहीं होंगे। ये जम्मू कश्मीर बहुत मजबूत है, ये हिंदुस्तान बहुत मजबूत है और ये छोटी मोटी जो चीजें हो रही हैं आज से 30 सालों से लगातार हो रही हैं, आज तक वो लोग कामयाब नहीं हुए, आगे भी कामयाब नहीं होंगे।
कायर पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादियों ने दक्षिण कश्मीर के पहलगाम में पर्यटकों के ऊपर कायराना आतंकी हमला किया है। कायर पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादी भारतीय सेना, जम्मू कश्मीर पुलिस और हमारे पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस के जांबाज वीरों का तो सामना कर नहीं सकते। इन कायर, इन बुज़दिल पाकिस्तानी आतंकवादियों ने कश्मीर को घूमने आए निहत्थे निर्दोष पर्यटकों को निशाना बनाया है। कुछ पर्यटकों को घायल अवस्था में वहाँ स्थानीय हॉस्पिटल में ज़ेरे इलाज के लिए दाखिल किया गया है। सारे क्षेत्र की घेराबंदी सेना पुलिस ने कर दी है